Hey guys, Ahak here, and I have great news for GeForce Now users and cloud game enthusiasts. Nvidia has upgraded their cloud GPU. For the longest, GeForce Now has been using their Kepler GPU, the K520. Seriously, even back in 2013, they were using it. It may have been their very first GPU when they first launched the beta on the portable, when it was Nvidia Grid. Now we have been upgraded to something called GFN-P. We believe the P stands for Pascal. They just skipped over Maxwell and went directly to Pascal. If you've seen my other video discussing Liquid Sky, another cloud gaming service, I said they were planning on upgrading to that Maxwell GPU eventually. And here is Nvidia just blowing out of the water. Also, speaking of Liquid Sky, they have a major announcement coming up in early January. Something to do with the GPUs, so we may be seeing an upgrade there as well. But I have a free benchmark using the new Pascal GPU. If you see some slight stuttering, that may be my connection. But I bumped all the specs before running these tests, and I have to say I am impressed. I know most of these games are old, from 2012, 2013, but I've seen the Witcher 3 gameplay, and trust me, it is smooth. And that was when they're running on the Kepler GPU, the K520. Imagine it with the Pascal GPU. It's like overkill. I've seen Amazon cloud computer using the Maxwell GPU and running the Witcher 3. And the graphics are great on there as well. Seriously though, I thought GeForce Now was on their deathbed and the video was pulling out of Android. And, helping Nintendo out with the Switch. And, helping Amazon out with their cloud computers and everything else. But all the recent news kind of suggests otherwise. A new show TV is expected to be released. I doubt they release a new console without something major. These GPU are outperforming the 1080s. As far as raw power goes, they already surpassed console performance when they had the K520. Maybe the PS4 Pro and Xbox One S was on par, but with these new Pascal GPU, it's not even giving them a chance in terms of raw performance. I'm trying to tell people the future of gaming is in the cloud. The future of pretty much all computers will probably depend on some kind of server to do all of the major processing. Imagine having a supercomputer in your pocket. I believe that is the future for us. Sure, at the moment it isn't ideal for most people. I don't expect to see this in the next 5 to 10 years, but somewhere down the line that's what it's going to be. As we become more and more connected, these possibilities become more viable for us. You see, Sony picked up their cloud gaming experience with the PlayStation Now. Liquid Sky have their service. Amazon have their cloud computers, although it isn't very ideal for gamers. There's a Chinese service that allows you to stream Xbox 360 games, although that probably isn't legal. I'm not very sure on the details of that. You can stream your Xbox One or your PS4 to mobile devices or to your PC. I just feel like this is the future. And I really can't see there being a new generation of consoles. We may see incremental changes, like how the PS4 got upgraded to the Pro and the Xbox One to the S. We will have things like the Shield TV, Shield tablet, plug-in TV, smart TVs, phones, tablets that can stream these games. But don't expect to happen anytime soon, like I said before. It's like way down the road. So, these devices won't require extreme specs. All the upgrades can be done from their servers. Well, back to main focus, GeForce Now. I can get a bit of carried away talking about the future and technology, but we all know that the raw power means nothing if you can't use it. And that's kind of the sad part about GeForce Now. GeForce Now doesn't have many major titles at the moment, but that is the way new technology works. And I'm willing to wait it out and give them a chance. Although Nvidia's always promised big and fall flat when it comes to the chip line, many disappointment when it comes to certain titles. It was like many titles supposed to come to the GeForce Now and on the Android Shield tablet natively, like Shadows of Mordor, some kind of airplane game that's supposed to come to Android. It was like a bunch of different games that suddenly got pulled, weren't there anymore. But I want to end this video on a bad note, so let's talk about some good things that may come. I was watching the GeForce Now conference video from GDC from this year, and they were discussing some great things such as multiplayer, in-app purchases, and the ability to link your account to other game clients like Steam, Uplay, and Origin. And if I'm understanding this right, all these features are being worked on. Of course, these companies have to agree to this, but these are just a few things the community requested, and it seems like if Nvidia is actually working on them. I'm always excited about the future, and I honestly can't wait to see how it turns out. You can watch the rest of the videos, really nothing but benchmarks, and I'll see you guys next time.
This is sort of how it looks, and these are the features the game launcher gives you out of the box. So if we talk through this box diagram here, we have the concept of GFN, which is in the large grey box. We have Nvidia's IDM system, which is when we first log into the platform. You can either do it through Google or us, but we connect to Nvidia IDM to assure, hey, you've got access to these various games, and we allow you to see these various titles. But a publisher may have their own IDM. Ubisoft's a good example with their Uplay product. You have Steam and these other services as well. So what happens when the game launches? We need to check with that other IDM saying, hey, Cam's about to play this game. I want to connect to your services. We do this through account linking to say, hey, Cam inside Nvidia is also part of your own IDM. That can be an offline process done very similar when you go to any website and it asks you to link the two accounts. Once that link is done, every time I launch a game inside GFN into your service, I'll automatically be logged into your service as your account. That key, basically a key or a token, is passed through your game launcher, which generally is the service that talks to your IDM, and then authenticates saying, Cam has rights to play this game, and Cam may have these special privileges inside the game depending on what your game supports. And the game's then launched. This all happens in a headless manner, so the user doesn't see the usual pop-ups and so forth. This will give you things like in-app purchases if your game supports that, third-party entitlement, so if you need to check that Cameron's actually purchased that game for DRM protections, it has that. And obviously the big one is the multiplayer, and your achievements are carried over from the game you had on your PC or another environment over to the streaming world as well. We feel this is very popular, and it's really going to push our platform forward. As you saw the statistics before that Phil was showing, one of the big things people are asking, can I play multiplayer? And this allows it to happen.